Hello, welcome to Reading Success Academy. I'm Paula Smith. In this live session, I am going to go through a first grade spelling activity with the long E sound. Now we're spelling that long E sound 3 different ways today. So if you have a young learner who'd like to follow along, they need to grab paper and pencil and maybe some colored pencils too if they'd like to add some color to their words. And we're going to get started with those 3 different spellings of long E that we're going to work on. There's actually 8 different ways to spell the long E sound. But of course, at this level, we're not going to go into all of those, but we're going to talk about E by itself, 2 E's, and then E consonant E. And it may be a little difficult to see this here, but what I have is E and then a line to show that there's something missing here, and then an E over here. So they'll write one E toward the top of the page in the upper left-hand corner with a line under it, and all of our one E words are going to go here. 2 E's on the other side of the paper with an underline, and then E and kind of a long dash there or underline, and another E here. Now, if your student likes to use colored pencils, different colors with their spelling, I recommend giving a different color to each of these spellings. What I like to do is maybe we can make E by itself red, and for EE, because the word green has 2 E's in it, that's the color that we're gonna use for EE. Now you don't have to do that. You can choose whatever colors you like for this. I just think it's handy that the word green has 2 E's in it. And then we would make your E consonant E a different color as well. All right, so that's how you're going to set up your paper. And we're going to jump right in with the very first word. Okay, so we have E by itself in this word. We have the word me. So in that E by itself column, I think I made it red, so we'll switch to that color. Sorry, having trouble with my mouse. There we go. So E by itself. We're going to say each sound as we write the letters. We're going to start out with a regular pencil for that sound in me. We'll say and then for the long E sound, we'll say that sound while we write this letter E, me, and then underline your E. Easy enough, right? Make sure that you're saying each sound as you write the letters. It makes it a multi-sensory activity. What that means is we're using as many of our senses as possible to learn the information, which helps us learn it faster and hold on to that information longer. All right, next up we have an EE word. So I'm going to grab my green and we'll put that in the EE column. Our word is C. The sounds in C are S, E. So just 2 sounds, but we have 3 letters to spell it because the E sound is spelled with 2 E's. So we're going to switch over to your pencil color to start this one out, and we're going to say S, and then switch over to green and say E. Hold that sound while you write both of those letters. It's just a little reminder that it takes 2 letters to make that sound in C. Like I see you. Next up, we have E consonant E this time. So we're going to grab another color and get ready to put this in our E consonant E column. Maybe I'll do this light blue. Yeah, that looks good. So I think I'll put these, I'll put these right here. E, consonant E. So we're writing the word Eve, like New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve. We're going to say each sound as we write the letters, but we're going to have to go back and forth a little bit because this spelling of long E is actually 2 E's. But someone a long time ago thought it'd be a great idea if we split them up and put a consonant between them. Wouldn't that be adorable? Yeah, well, it makes it a little bit confusing by having the 2 E's split up. So that's why we're going to connect them here in just a little bit. So we're going to start out by saying E while we write the first E. We're going to say E, and then we're going to switch to our pencil, and we're going to say V. And now we're going to switch back, and we'll add that decorative E to the end, but we're not going to say anything here. The word Eve only has two sounds, E-V. So you only make a sound here and here. The E works with this one right here for that long E sound. So you only say the long E sound once, then you say your V, and then you add your E to the end. Now this also helps with a spelling rule. All English words that end in the sound V get an E at the end. You don't make a sound for it, it gets an E at the end. So even if you didn't know that Eve is spelled with E, consonant E, you know now that the rule is if a word ends with V, you put an E on the end. So both ways, you're all prepared to make sure you have that E on the end. So I connect them like this. It kind of makes a little smiley face on your word there, because these two letters are just so happy to work together. They need a smile, right? Okay, let's move on. Let's try another word. Now we have tree. This one has two E's for that long E sound. And we're going to say each sound as we write the letters again, but I want to warn you about something. A lot of people like to say tur when they see this blend. Actually, what I need for you to do is separate those sounds. When you are reading, you're going to say each sound and then you blend them together. Okay? Blending is a really important skill. However, when we're spelling, we have to do the opposite of that, and that is called segmenting. We're going to pull the sounds apart to clue us in as to what to write next so we can match the letters with the sounds. So I'm going to grab my pencil, and if you want to watch this first time, that would be great, and then you can do it on your own. So listen for those sounds you hear in tree. Tree. We hear T, R, E, tree. So we're going to say each sound as we write the letters. T, R. Grab your E color and hold that E sound while you write both of them. E, tree, and then underline your E. Now I'm going to show you why I don't want you to say that blend while you're spelling it. Don't do this. I'm going to use pink for my don't do this example. Some folks like to say tur, e. Do you see what happened there? Yeah, since you said the tur, you put two sounds together for one letter, then we forgot to put the R in there. If you don't say it until you're ready to write it, you're all good. All right, so let's go back just a little bit here. And I'm going to just kind of trace over that again. So you're going to say T, R, E, and then underline your E. All right, time to move on. Now we have the word we. Listen for the sounds in we. W, E. All right, so we're going to put that one in our E by itself column, going back and forth between your pencil and your color. W, E, we, and underline your E. Moving right along. All right, now we have another E consonant E word. We have ear, here. Okay, so we blended the sounds together. We said each sound, we blended them together. That's the reading part. Now when it's time for spelling, we're going to pull those sounds back apart again. So those sounds are e, here. So grab your pencil. And say switch to your E consonant E color. E. We'll underline that too. Switch back to pencil. A lot of switching back and forth, isn't there? R, here. And now we'll finish with our decorative E at the end. I say decorative because it doesn't get its own sound. It's there to look cute. Right? Someone thought that would look great when they decided how to spell this word. And then we'll put our little smiley face on there. It just connects the two to remind you that we need to put the E on the end. 2 letters, 1 sound. Ear, here, like right here. Not the kind of here like you do with your ear. We have a different spelling for that. That's another spelling of long E. That's the EA spelling. We're not going to do that one today. We'll do that one in another lesson. All right, let's get on to the next word. Feet. So 3 sounds. F, E, T. And we spell that long E sound with E-E. So that's going to go up there with that green. I'm going to grab my pencil first. I'm going to say each sound as I write the letters. F. Now, did you notice that I didn't say fa? A lot of people will say fa with that one, or they might say ta with the T, or they might say sa with the S. You want to say fa. Keep those consonant sounds nice and clean, because if you're saying fa, you're adding another vowel sound to it. You're adding an sound. So don't let any of those sloppy slide into your consonants. Keep them nice and clean. F. And then switch to your EE color. E. And then switch back to pencil. T. Feet. There you go. Now, the sloppy consonant or the sloppy sound is more of a problem when you're reading, but you might as well get into good habits now for reading and spelling while you're working on this, right? Here's the problem with saying fa and ta. If you're reading and you say fa, e, ta, and then you blend those sounds together, you get fajita. Now, fajitas are pretty yummy, but that's actually not what we're trying to read, is it? It's eat, feet. That's very different sounding than fajita. So make sure that you keep those consonants clean. Like I said, it'll help you more with your reading, but if you stay in that good habit while you're spelling, it'll carry over for both. Good habits are going to be your friend when it comes to reading and spelling. All right, well, we got quite a few words done here. There's actually 10 words in this list, and then there are 2 bonus words. We can take a sneak peek at those. Let me move this off here, and we'll look at those bonus words. We'll kind of flip through the rest of these. But I think you get the idea of saying each sound as you write the letters and sort those different spellings by color to help you remember the spellings. So we have feel, we have sleep, where you're going to want to say each sound separately here. You're not going to say soul, you're going to say s-l, and then go on from there. We have green, of course, and sheep. Now, when you write this one, you're going to hold that sh sound while you write both of these letters. Here's another example of 2 letters that make one sound. So we'll group those together after writing the word. It's just a visual clue, a clue for your eyes, that you need to have 2 letters for that sound. Then we have sweet. That was sweet. Yeah, sheep was a bonus word, and then sweet is your other bonus word here. Sweet, sweet. That looks yummy, doesn't it? Awesome. All right, my friend, I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. If you want to participate in another live lesson, I'll be doing a 2nd grade list tomorrow, and I also keep the recordings up so you can go back. You can go back and see the last few 1st grade spelling lists that I've done. I think this is the 6th one. So I've been doing one a week for the last 6 weeks. You can check that out and make sure that you send me a message and send me a list of some spelling sentences that you've written. So you're using the spelling word in a sentence of your own. Make it creative, make it fun, and you can send it my way. You can find my email address in the description of this lesson here in just a little bit. And like I said, if you want to join me tomorrow, it'll be a 2nd grade list of words. And I can send you the list and the worksheets if you send me a message. Make sure that you subscribe so you know when I go live next. I'll see you next time. Bye.